Nosferatu just came out, but I haven't
seen it either.
He's not kingfishery enough.
That's who the author wants to play Kingfisher.
Interesting.
He's old. Like, I get Kingfisher is old, but like he's not old. He's like book old, not
right?
old.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's 35 right now.
Oh, okay.
Frustrated whimper.
Exactly. I'm just like not keen on any of these castings for any of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, can they just use AI and make it like very lifelike? But like when I look at some of the AIs on TikTok that come up, like people are doing like short films of the books, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Like they're very close.
Yeah.
To being realistic.
Yes.
Sarah, is that her name?
Yeah.
Sarah Spain, the author, Callie Hart, wants this girl, Eve Hewson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she says when she was writing them, she was picturing Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kingfisher.
Oh, I've never thought about authors picturing actors and actresses.
She mentioned visualizing while writing.
I feel like that would be sad. Like, have someone in your mind, like, that's part of the fun is like it's your imagination. So like if you're like, oh, it's this person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does it put it in a box then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The authors did like their own faces.
Oh, they're the.
Oh, that's what I do.
FMC.
Yeah, that's what I do.
We should have a threesome with.
We are aware.
With their hair, obviously. With their hair.
Yeah,
Interesting.
thick, lush hair down to their bum, perfectly shiny, never out of place.
No flyaways, no dandruff, nothing. Perfect.
Apparently, Fourth Wing is projected to be Game of Thrones level hit.
Oh yeah, I believe it. It was the number one selling, not just romantasy, but number one selling book of 2020 or 2025. Yeah.
No, they could do it right.
It's who's the product? It's
Michael B. Jordan.
That's right.
Which love.
The basketball player?
No.
That's why it's Michael B. Jordan, not Michael Jordan.
Oh, he is very lovely to me.
He was in Sinners.
Which
have you
didn't love?
You haven't seen it? Have you seen Sinners yet?
I
liked it.
Yeah.
He's a cutie pie. Great smile.
He's a
Yeah.
very handsome.
Yeah. Awesome smile.
Yes, he is a handsome fellow. But did you watch Haunting of Hill House?
No.
Oh, he did? So good. Yeah, his production company did that one, and they're doing Fourth Wing.
It's scary. Do you like scary? Yeah.
It's and sad. Like scary and sad. So you're like,
I'm scared and crying at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that, or am I just
Your mental health needs to be real clutch to watch that show.
Did you guys read Children of Blood and Bone?
No.
Okay, what about Mistborn?
No,
but I'm seeing that everywhere. Mistborn. Hi, doll.
In development with Apple.
Really? Apple. Interesting.
there's 3 books I thought for Mistborn.
I think you're right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louise, you would sit with Caitlin. That's a good spot for you.
Go snuggy snug.
Oh yeah, the first trilogy, commonly referred to as Era 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
That romantasy.
Netflix paid 7 figures for the rights.
We talked about that and that it's the highest paid.
Romantasy.
Yeah.
What about Powerless? You guys read that one?
Have you done that?
No,
I haven't. No.
Really?
Powerless.
You
that one's
did?
getting
It
a
was
Prime Video TV show.
You didn't love it,
I didn't.
but Lindsay adored it. That was where I'm right.
Oh,
okay.
And then Shield of Sparrows.
No, but that is another one I'm seeing everywhere.
That one's getting a film adaptation.
The romantasy genre,
Oh,
like
exploding.
it's gonna be the next 2 years. It's gonna be everywhere.
I'd like to quickly read all the ones that are going to be made into films.
Yeah.
So fun.
Although maybe that will ruin the films. Maybe if you haven't read it, the film.
You can enjoy the film more. She's like, you talking about me?
No.
Huh? I mean, a little bit. Your ears burning? Yeah, we are.
So funny.
Weird. She a cutie pie. Should we get going?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
a podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We'll be pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because the worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet connections out loud. If the title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of the pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style, on what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, just skip ahead. All right? Now that that's established, let's begin. We could hear Momo in the other one.
Oh my God, it was so loud.
So I saw that same video on TikTok, and they say that cats do that because they are announcing that they've made a kill. So she's saying she's went hunting, and
She killed the ball.
I got it.
and she's bringing it back to her.
She's like, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here you
I will
go.
save you from this.
You incompetent hunter. I brought you dinner again.
A fluffy ball.
Day
No one
3004.
appreciates
Delicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bon
Do you
appetit.
think it's cute, Momo? Just
So
very loud.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What are you reading?
I'm almost done Crescent City too.
I
I'm dying.
I can't wait.
So everything. It's just like bombshells everywhere. Except so last night I thought we were finally gonna meet Agent Daybright
Yeah.
at the fountain at that ball.
Right.
And then he goes to the fountain and the harpy's there, and I was like, but then it wasn't her.
right.
And then the hind shows up.
What does she do?
Nothing. She's just
She's just there.
She's just like an ominous presence of like
True.
death and doom. I
Yeah,
feel like she
yeah.
just kind of shows up and everyone's like,
fuck.
like Nesta in our
Yeah.
book that we're reading right now.
But yeah.
But Nesta's less cruel.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. So she announced the king, Autumn King, was like, so I see you've been like using your princess name. Nah, now you are, sucker. And then to get back at him at the ball, she's like, meet my fiance, Prince Hunt, blah, blah. And I was like, oh man, he's going to be so pissed.
I forgot about that. That's right.
So that was good. So the Astery and the archangels like bless them.
right.
And so now like the Autumn King doesn't have a leg to stand on with Cormac.
because it's been blessed.
Yeah, and
yes.
Cormac's pissed.
Right.
But I don't know if he's actually pissed. I mean, he's sad that Sophie died, obviously. But what else happened? Oh, the Celestine
Mm-hmm.
and Hypaxia. I was like, hot dog.
Yes, when you were talking.
When they go into the closet and then I was like, oh my God.
I know.
It was so good. I
So
liked that
good.
reveal. It was like
Unexpected,
yes.
but made sense also.
Yes.
Mm,
And I like the Witch Queen a lot.
Oh, Hypaxia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love me some witches.
We love a witch queen.
Yeah, so then I wrote in my notes like Agent Day. So when it talks about her a little more because they like make out. Like in the last chapter
in their
mind.
right. Yeah.
And he reveals who she now knows who he is, but he still doesn't know who she is.
Right.
And I'm like, good. But so her eyes are upturned, which is interesting.
Mm.
And like she's flaming all the time.
Mm.
So I don't know. I was like, because Amryn has upturned eyes. Could she be like related to Amryn? So I don't know. TBD. And then I've made no progress on the book thief because I've been like devouring Crescent City, just trying to get through it.
And the problem is that you will read, as I keep saying, the last chapter, the last page, the last line of Crescent City 2, and you simply cannot then not read book 3 immediately. Like,
I told myself I'd finish the book thief first. I also got a book from our neighborhood
good
library
luck.
called The Nanny. and it's like a murder mystery.
Oh, I
used
think I've heard
love
of
murder
this.
mystery.
Allie's gonna like pop it in front of the camera.
From our little like take a book, leave a book library in our neighborhood.
Oh, cute.
We have like 4 of them.
Love it.
It's a great neighborhood. Anywho, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll read that after too. So yeah, I'm like, I'll probably finish Carson City, but I may take a break after that and read those 2. Like finish The Book Thief for sure, and then read The Nanny, because I used to strictly read like murder mysteries. I love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're true crime girlies. Like that was we like one of our things we've bonded over. Our whole friendship is our love of true crime.
Yes.
Mm.
Murder.
Now we're into
Moida.
Fae and
Moida.
all the other. Okay, well, when you finish book 2, you have to let me know.
Yes.
And then tell me and be like, and I need to know. I'll be like, are you going to read a new book, or are you reading
Now
book
I'm
3
going to
immediately?
just because you said I can't.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You.
I have no dog in this race, but like, do whatever you want. I would find it very challenging. I finished that last line and I was like, I don't think I had book 3 yet. I hadn't ordered it or whatever. And I was frantic for it. I didn't have, I think I went through Amazon, which shame on me. I should have just gone to my local bookstore. But anyway, I
carry a ton of copies of like popular books. Like you can order them in, but then it's like, doesn't arrive tomorrow. And you're like, wah,
and that was me.
wah.
And I think I paid like crazy shipping to get it next day because I was, like I said, frantic for it. Anyway.
Did you finish your bookies?
No.
Neither.
No.
Did you DNF the Shadow Blood?
A touch of darkness, touched by dark. See, this is what I mean. Like
You're not.
I don't know that if I'm going to DNF it, I'm like halfway through. I might keep going. I'm doing it on audiobook as well, which is not as engrossing for me when it's audiobook. No.
What Frankenstein? Have you started?
No, because I'm trying to get through the Book of Azrael. It's a funny one. Like I'm into it. I'm not into it. I'm into it. I'm not into it. I would say I'm now more into it again.
Do you think it's going to get the FMC bait and switch?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if the author kind of does what SJM has done, where one book is about one FMC, another book is from the POV of another FMC.
Okay.
I could see that as a possibility. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'll definitely finish it. There, from my understanding, are 4 or 5 in the series.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. We'll see, though, right?
That's
sometimes,
a commitment.
yeah, but sometimes you get to the last 100 pages, and I mean, as we have seen,
ACOTAR.
then you're hooked. Speaking of that, my father-in-law finished A Court of Thorns.
He finished it. That was fast because he just texted being like, I'm under the mountain.
Yes, and I tell everyone, you must tell me when you're under the mountain. And so then he texted me, and I was like, oh my God. And yeah, like I think end of that day or the beginning of the next day, he's like, I finished. So I asked him his overall thoughts. First off, we should definitely have him on the pod. It would be very cute to interview him, right? And talk about see this a very different demographics perspective on the book. But how hard will it be when he speaks about RHYSAND and whatever? For us, yes! How will we do that? How will our faces not betray?
What is it? The mask of...
When I was reading it, I'd call it
Hunt wears a mask on.
she'd be like, what do you think of RHYSAND? And I'd be like, yeah, he's fine. I don't know much about him. I'm just interesting. Every time I'm curious.
Interesting.
Tell me when that changes.
So he thought the answer to the riddle was something to do with the eyes and the soul, which I'm like, okay, all right. I asked if he felt disappointed when the answer was love. And he was, yes, he was.
Caitlin, what did you think the answer was?
Oh, I knew right away.
Yes, love. So dumb. He wasn't as sorry.
No.
Maybe.
It can't be this.
And that's what I thought. I was like, it cannot be love. And then when she's like, the answer to the riddle is love. Fuck. Okay. He also said, he's like, RHYSAND is an interesting character, to say the least. And I was like, how so? Probably sounding just like how I sounded when I talked to you. Interesting. And he said, well, I think, he's kind of like falling for Feyre a little bit. And I was like, you think so? Like trying to be like,
Throw
really?
him off the scent.
Interesting. He's like, well, maybe. I just, it's interesting at the end. He was starting to like kind of confide in her a little bit. Like, he comes off as this like crazy villain guy, but I don't think he is. And I was like, yeah, he's an interesting character for sure. Cool. So cool. Normal level of interest on my behalf.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. He's kind of a secondary character.
Right, yeah, and interesting. Yeah,
I don't hear much about him for the rest of the series.
Book 2 is he's not involved much. What else did he think? He was shocked that Feyre was high fae. He's like, I can't believe she's high fae. I did not see that coming.
Oh.
Like, yeah, no, didn't see that one either.
Really?
He loved Amarantha as a villain as well.
Oh,
yes.
So
we were talking. I was like, isn't she a fabulous? He was saying how she's so nasty and what a piece of work. And I was like, but don't you love her? Like, isn't she a fabulous villain? And he was like, yeah, she's great.
yeah.
I was like, she is a great villain.
Great.
Yeah, I can picture her so vividly. And he was agreeing. So then I asked him, are you hooked? Are you going to keep reading? And he kind of stopped. He goes, yeah, I'll read. I'll read the next book.
He will bypass Andrew soon.
Yes. Oh, Andrew. So yes, Christopher Crawford, my father-in-law, former coal miner, not quite retiree, but he will hopefully soon be on the pod sharing his thoughts and feelings on A Court of Thorns and Roses.
I know. I really want my mom to read it. She never would, but she'd hate it.
Right?
But I want her to.
And her like perspective.
Yeah, because she'd hate it. She'd hate the whole thing. She hates fantasy.
Which would be fun to hear.
She likes that
nonfiction.
Yeah.
She
likes like fictional things about real events. So like if there's a book bait, like,
historical fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I like historical fiction. I read everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what she does.
She takes it out of her bowl and then
spits it on the
onto
floor and then eats it.
You know,
She's
Goldie
bizarre.
does that with goldfish. She like takes it.
Spits it out and puts it back
Yes. I wonder if they're getting the salt off and then they're like,
Weird.
Soggy.
Not like her mom does that with potato chips.
okay, I do not spit
Ew.
them out. I'm
Stop.
a chip licker.
Both sides. Her and Cassie.
All the flavor.
Yeah.
And then you eat
And
the
then they
soggy
eat the
chip.
soggy chips.
It's not soggy. It's not like I like lick it and then I'm like,
You're giving me grief about a peanut
Then
butter
I-
on a burger, and this is your
Yeah.
chip
Oh.
licking is
It's a
a
thing. My coworker.
disorder.
It's a sword.
Full
And the DSM-5.
It's disordered eating
No,
if I've ever heard it.
it maximizes the flavor experience. Listen, I will try your peanut butter bell
I'm not
pepper.
licking a chip.
Not bell pepper.
I like the crunch of a chip. That's
I
what makes
agree.
it satisfying to me.
It's still crunchy.
So like not the flavor,
It's
like
still
it's
crunchy.
the crunch.
It's still crunchy. Look, social
It was an
media,
experience sitting next to her and Cassie.
online.
Also, yeah, just like I couldn't take it.
Okay, but you also are like Andrew, where
Like I can't.
people
I can't
eating,
see
the
people
sounds
eat.
of
No,
people
it's-
eating.
Like I'd be No. If I have never noticed this, do you not do it around me on purpose?
No, I just don't think that we eat chips together very often. No, I do. I don't care. I do ever. I just don't think we're like sitting together eating chips very often.
Okay.
Also, Andrew has given me a complex because he has what you have, the like rage when you hear people eat. So I feel like now I eat like the
Misophonia.
quiet. Yes, I
Mhm.
eat so quietly. I am the quietest eater because otherwise my husband will like be glaring daggers at me for the entire dinner. And I'm like, I just am trying to finish my potatoes over here.
If I'm eating, I find it like less annoying.
Yes, he says,
But
but if he's not eating and someone else is,
I'm
if it's
like,
quiet.
Must
Yes.
you?
Do you also find just generally if it's quiet and then there's like a small noise, do you find that enraging?
I sleep with like a white noise machine.
So maybe.
No, I think it's specifically like eating,
Mm.
breathing.
Other activities necessary for life.
My space.
People breathing can really like send me. Yeah, breathing and eating primarily,
Yeah.
or like
I
if
mean, who
someone's
doesn't
like
get angry about those?
picking their nails.
Yes, the nail picking.
Like, or
you'd
like,
have a real
or
trouble
like-
with Amarin.
or like this, like where they're like,
The other teeth.
like, or chewing their. I'm like, just stop. Like, do you need nail clippers? I will give you some. Like, Will does that, and it.
Chews his nails.
He's like, it's just I can see it right there. I'm like, go get the nail clippers. Like, I'm like so mad about it.
Andrew talks
But then
about
it's just like also like, what do you do with it? Like, I don't see anyone who chews their nails get up and go to the garbage and put their nail then in the garbage. They either spit it out somewhere
or they swallow
or they
it.
swallow it. Like,
Ooh,
disgusting.
I never thought about that they eat their own
You wanna know
nails.
something really gross?
I don't know.
My ex-boyfriend.
Get-
he,
Plug.
he used to pick his nose and eat it.
Oh,
I didn't tell you that? Yeah.
this isn't the same boyfriend who. What was
No,
his
that's
name?
my other one that let the dog look inside his mouth.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
that was-
god.
This
I
is
know about it, Kaylin. I didn't know.
this is Voldemort?
Yeah. Picked his nose and ate it at the ripe age of 25.
No.
24.
In front of you?
Mhm.
What did you
No.
do?
The first time
Threw
I saw
up?
it, I said, "Were you just picking your nose and eating it?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay."
And then you continued to date him?
And I did continue to date
For
him.
how much
but Then I
longer?
was like,
That is
did
a
it
deal
again,
breaker.
And I was like, we're already like,
No.
living together at this point.
Allie, this is not real.
For real. For real.
And then you kicked him out because my god.
For real.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. Picked his nose and ate it while he was playing his computer games.
No.
disgusting.
Really gross.
Oh,
So you
men.
never know what a man is doing.
Mommy never
That's
told
the
me
moral of the story.
bleh.
Yeah.
I think there are no words. Bleh.
Having a real.
Deserves better, and I'm glad you found it.
Ah, that's right.
The bar was low.
Oh my god. This
The bar was
podcast
low.
doubles as a we call him Voldemort because he's he who shall not be named.
Huh.
Like in front of the
Yeah.
like because anyways, that's so we have always his code name has been Voldemort. So you can continue with that on the
Yeah.
podcast. Voldemort. What's up, Voldemort?
I did tell.
You're
I
gross.
did say that if he cheated on me, I would tell everyone that I saw him pick his nose. And eat it.
Boom.
There you go.
Hey, internet. Okay, we talked about what you're reading, talked about what I'm reading.
Yep.
Are we ready to go?
I guess so.
Oh my god. It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
We're heading into chapters 25 through 30 of A Court of Wings and Ruin, and the gloves off, masks on, and the Court of Nightmares is back on the itinerary, so you already know we're about to get very dramatic. We've got power plays, posturing, and RHYSAND fully leaning into his villain era again. While Feyre decides exactly how she wants to show up as High Lady. There's just enough chaos to keep everyone on edge, so buckle up, babes. This stretch is all about who holds power and who's here to take it.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and of course,
RHYSAND.
as such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines
Where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't.
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes.
Chapter 25. We open beneath. The Court of Nightmares is in session as Rhys and Feyre ascend the dark dais to the throne above. The throne is described as being a carved mass of mighty, twined, scaly beasts. There are no dragons, as far as I'm aware, in ACOTAR.
Mm-mm.
You know who does have dragons? Or should I say wyverns?
Yeah, under Throne of Glass.
Uh-huh.
Are wyverns scaled though or feathered?
Wyverns are scaled, are they not? Throne of Glass.
I don't remember.
Yeah, scaled. I was instantly, as I was rereading this and reading the throne, I was like, wait, these have to be dragons or wyverns.
There's dragons in Crescent City.
In Crescent City. Shifter dragons, correct?
The one that we have met is a shifter.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Rhys escorts Feyre, seats her on the throne, and then perches on the arm of the massive chair,
Adorbs.
looks out at the gathered rabble below, and commands simply, bow. All I hear is like that music in TikTok Have you? And it's like, yeah. Oh, so good. Cue panting on behalf of the fandom. As the crowd sinks, Feyre feels a few tendrils of power slinking towards her. When Rhys finally lets the court rise, Feyre slams her power into the offenders, and pained gasps can be heard throughout the crowd. No more magic attempts to feel out or up, Feyre. Lesson learned, teach. Rhys demands food and music, and both are provided immediately. Amren and Nesta go to play with some of the treasures, and RHYSAND crooks a finger at Kier, and they make their way to a council room. Kier joins Rhys, Feyre, Asriel, and more, and they sit staring stonily at one another from across a black table. Poor Cassian is just stuck back in Valaris like, fuck.
They're all just like...
Yeah. Everyone's got blank face. Kier tells the assembled court he knows why they have come, and he finds that he is, quote, sympathetic to Hybern's cause.
I mean...
Shocker of the century.
Right.
No. He and his people are also not free, not with RHYSAND's palace atop the mountain where they are resigned to stay. He muses that Rhys must need his Darkbringers very badly indeed to have come to him, to think he might side with the High Lord of the Night Court. Quote, what would you give me for a shot at this war, RHYSAND? You hoard yourself to Amarantha, but what about your mate? I can't believe Kier did this. Like, that he even tried this. Like,
after his arm was like...
Yes!
last time they
he's
were
like, I'm gonna give it another shot.
Good old college try.
Mm-hmm. Darkness begins to gather behind RHYSAND, and he responds with icy, terrifying rage. Quote, the bargain our ancestors struck grants you the right to choose how and when your army assists my own. But it does not give you the right to keep your life, Kier, when I grow tired of your existence. Hear, hear. But RHYSAND hasn't just brought dangerous words to this verbal sparring match. He had thought Kier might want to play hardball, and he has another weapon up his sleeve. He sips his wine coolly as, with a snap, Eris is led into the room.
I hate this part.
This is... but fascinating from like a lore and what is going on with more in the future POV. Chapter, yeah.
More is upset about this.
Yeah, she's not stoked. Yeah.
She is not.
She's not having a good time.
I was so upset about this.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like...
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it puts to bed then that Moore can see the future. Or like mind control.
Because she would have like
she
known.
would,
Yeah. Unless she's like a real great actress here, but I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Chapter 26, aligned. As Eris sits, Moore's face betrays her shock and hurt. Feyre tries to school her own face into that cool, collected mask, but she hisses down the bond, asking Rhys what the hell is Eris doing here. And Rhys responds curtly into Feyre's mind that he is there to make sure Kier gives them what they want. Eris, we learn, is willing to offer a formal alliance between the Autumn Court and Kier if Kier agrees to pledge his Darkbringers to fight for their cause in the war. Kier says, it's not enough. Quote, I want out. I want space. I want my people to be free of this mountain. What?
I don't really understand why Eris would like...
align with them?
Yeah.
We get into it. He tells the Court of Nightmares that he knows where they all go when they leave the mountain. He knows now of the city of Starlight. Valaris.
Where did he think they went before? Just to the House of Wind?
I guess like he didn't know. Like it was never revealed. They would leave, you know, the Hewn City, and then he just like they didn't know. Yeah.
Odd. I mean, the greatest kept secret.
Oh, don't even get into it. And he wants his people to have access to it. Moore blurts out, no, and Feyre almost says the same, but Rhys tells Feyre down the bond that he anticipated this request and has taken precautions.
The same precautions he took to make sure Hybern couldn't attack?
Stop.
Or anyone could find Valaris?
Oh, I have thoughts about this. Just you wait. Our number one bat boy begins his negotiations. Yes, but there will be limited stays, limited numbers to be allowed in, to be decided at a later time. Moore's face is a map of anger and despair, and as Keir observes it, he says smugly, quote, done. But now it's Feyre's turn. She wants the Ouroboros now, and Moore and Keir's eyes are both round with surprise at her request. He begins to laugh, saying she's welcome to it if she can take it. For, he tells her as he goes to walk out the door, anyone who has ever tried to take it must first look into it, and all who have done so have gone mad. Now, sitting with Prithian's most deadly gathering, without the leader of the Darkbringers, Eris smirks at them all and tells Moore she looks well. Like honestly, that's his like first line when.
Is that the first thing he says?
It's the first, like after Keir leaves and it's like just them, he like looks at her and like sips his wine.
Hey,
he's
girl.
like, you look good, Moore. Like, oh.
And she crawls across the table and scratches his eyes out. Oh no, Amren's there. She could.
Is Amren there?
You said Amren was there.
Amren's with Nesta in the other room.
Amren and Nesta. I was like,
because Amren did go because Cassian's watching the city.
She's with Nesta.
Okay.
Yeah.
I called Moore a liar.
You're such a lot. Eris.
Right.
Oh, I think Eris is pulling a Reese. But, where am I? When RHYSAND snaps at Baron's oldest son that the only way this all works is if he keeps his mouth shut, Eris drinks deeply from his wine, telling the gathered group that he has much practice with keeping secrets. Knowledge of Feyre's powers, he reveals, he has not yet given to his father. Keyword being yet. Moore asks Eris what his asking price is for his continued silence. Another bride for him to torture, perhaps?
Oh, God.
Something flickers in Eris's eyes. Quote, I don't know who fed you those lies to begin with, Morrigan, he said with vicious calm. Likely those bastards you surround yourself with. Okay, that flicker. Like something flickers in his eyes. And then he's like this feels very RHYSAND, beginning of ACOTAR, or end of ACOTAR, beginning of Akamath to me. Like there's a secret hidden here. You are not he is not who we think he is.
But why, what purpose would it serve for Azriel, Cassian, and Rhys to lie to Moore about what happened to her? Like what purpose does that serve the Night Court?
I don't know that they have lied, but I think maybe Eris thinks that the Bat Boys have lied to Moore and have
that's
said
why he said those bastards.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. But
because who found her? Azriel? Yes.
Azriel found Moore with the note like hammered into her stomach.
Right. So like I don't know how they would work that to be like if RHYSAND and them like lied to her about something. Like that doesn't make sense to me. And like what purpose would that serve, knowing that they don't do anything without like they're not just like, oh well, we'll just tell her this, see what happens.
Yeah. They like talk about it a little bit, but Eris the whole time is very like, you know that there's more to this story, more. And when you're ready to talk, we can talk. And she kind of is, her vibe is, I don't ever want to talk ever. So I think Moore knows more. Got this name. She knows more, but maybe not all. And I think Eris is the same. Anyway. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is. Game on. Moore and Feyre attack Eris verbally. Unfortunate. I know, right? I wish. Eris has never given Moore any reason to believe he is anything but a monster. Like when she says that, it's almost like she's like, give me a reason. Tell me why I should not believe, RHYSAND and Cassian and Azriel. Like, what do you know that I don't know?
You're right. It feels very RHYSAND under the mountain until like he goes to like help her.
Yes, totally. He, Eris, hunted Feyre and Lucien like animals. He killed Lucien's lover. And it's that final cut that seems to gut Eris. Quote, you know nothing about that day. Nothing. How do you think he made it to the spring border?
I forgot about all of this.
I am officially putting my bet in. Like, Eris is a double agent. He is not this like big bad who like everyone thinks he is, but he's a RHYSAND. Like, there is something else here.
Who could he mate with?
Right? I know. When I will say in Silver Flames, when he dances with Nesta, I love Cassian, but if we follow the idea that Elaine is a seer and she thinks Cassian's going to die, and then Cassian does die, I'm like, all right, Eris is not a bad backup. Caitlin over there is like, shut your whore mouth. What?
I was having a thought. Okay, continue. So you think Nesta would end up with Eris if Cassian dies?
I think that there's definitely, like, they have a connection there. Eris is like asks Rhys for her hand in marriage at that scenario, but
yes.
Get there faster. You've had time, girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
RHYSAND pushes back almost lazily. What is the asking price? The answer comes from Azriel. When Eris is ready, the Night Court is supposed to support his bid to take the throne. Question: is the throne the same as High Lord?
Mm-hmm.
Because one seems ordained by the cauldron, while the other seems like something that can just be taken. Because we talked about how it isn't necessarily always the oldest child, like it is in typical royalty, where the oldest takes the throne, right? The power can go to whoever. And we talked in one of our previous episodes about how Lucian says, "Why do you think all my brothers hate me so much?" And alludes to this idea that maybe he has shown signs of having been chosen to be the successor for High Lord of the Autumn Court.
But he's the Day Court. So
if he's showing signs.
So he could be High Lord of the Day Court, and Eris could be High Lord of the Autumn Court.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I was also thinking Crescent City and how he's the Autumn King, not the High Lord.
The Autumn King is a fucker if I ever met one.
Autumn just seems like it's,
they're sus.
They all need therapy. Eris leaves with a mocking bow, saying he'll see them at the meeting of the High Lords in 12 days. I can't wait for that part.
I know, it didn't happen this chapter.
I thought it was soon. Episode. I thought it was like...
Yeah, and then I don't think it happens next episode either, because I started doing my chapters, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Are you keener? I know, I went into our drive, and I was like, damn, all these other... I'm like, girl. Chapter 27. I had a bit of extra time. The group grabs Nesta and Amryn, there she is, both looking pissy, and Widow to the townhome. Moore instantly turns to RHYSAND, tears streaming down her face, demanding with hands slamming into his chest, quote, "Why?" RHYSAND's face is unreadable, but he tells Moore that Eris found Azriel, caught him sneaking around the Autumn Court, and Rhys tried to make the best of a terrible situation. While he talks to Moore, he seems to be silently communicating with the rest of the Court of Dreams, giving them the recap of what they've missed.
This is Eris found Azriel.
Yep.
Like Spy Master, Shadow Singer, Death, like...
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So he could be a High Lord. Like if
he was able to like catch Azriel.
Yes.
Yeah, good point.
Because Azriel is like hella sneaky.
He's super sneaky.
Yeah. Sneaky little snake.
Sneaky on fleek. Moore is heartbroken. Her city, her safe haven, gone. Rhys tries to placate her, tells her the entire city has been warned not to provide service or shelter for Keir or his ilk. It's Cassian, our emotionally intelligent king, who slides his arm across Moore's shoulders, scowling at Rhys and Azriel, saying, quote, "You should have warned us."
That is a RHYSAND move. It's for the better of everything. You'll see. I'm going to do
I'm
it.
right. Just wait. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rhys.
And then Moore, her rage and hurt a living thing, begins down a path that can't be untrodden. Amarantha. If Amarantha was alive and could offer them salvation, Moore quietly asks, how would Rhys react if she offered to work with her? And Rhys?
Dads.
Rhys is vicious in his coldness when he snarls at her that he would have thanked Amarantha.
I don't think he's wrong here. Like, I feel like he would have to, like, save
Prithian. Yeah.
Like, he would do anything. There's no line he won't cross, in my opinion.
For what he believes to be the ultimate good.
Yes.
And he says,
we get into it. He's like, wait. Mor is disbelieving. Asriel is pale, half-veiled in shadows. Cassian flinches. And it's Amren who steps between them, saying that agreeing to work with Kyr is not the same thing as forgiving him. Our tiny ancient one turns on Rhysand. Quote, "You're a sneaky bastard. You always have been, and likely always will be. But it does not excuse you, boy, from not warning us, warning her, not when those two monsters are involved."
Boy.
Yes, I clocked it too.
Amren is old. Maybe that's why she does it. Like,
everyone
girl,
is boy
like,
and
she's
girl.
just,
Your
like,
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you think 500 years is old?
Like, come on.
15,000.
Right. Feyre's like an infant.
Yes.
Yes.
Out of the birth canal.
A little baby. Rhys finally says what he should have said from the get. He's sorry. Feyre also finally speaks up, reminding the group that they are at war, they will have to make concessions, and they must not break now if they intend to beat Hybern. Okay, later in Silver Flames, when Mor is described as like going off on secret rendezvous, like there's like the end chapter, and she's described as like out on this ride or whatever. Do we think, because it's even said here, there's some language around like Feyre can almost hear, she says, like a break, like a snap or a crack that can't be undone. Like there's some language here about there's damage done in this moment that is permanent. Do we think, if we want to follow the line, that Mor maybe is not such a good girl, that this might have been her moment, and that maybe in Silver Flames,
ooh, this is the start of her descent
that
into
this,
darkness.
yes, maybe, I don't know. This could, I see that this is like, you know, this could be motivation for sure. The conversation between the group carefully tips to plans for the future, and they accidentally let slip that they have need of the Ouroboros, and Amren's attention snaps. They went to the prison, to the Carver. Well, it looks like everyone's secrets are coming out now. They confess to Amren they plan on releasing the Carver, and Amren's response is one word: no. Like, she just is like, no, you will not be doing this.
Is it the Carver? He doesn't want out. He just wants the mirror. Like, he wants to stay, though, right?
Yes,
prison.
But they
want him to fight.
To come fight. Yes, exactly. The room is once again frigid with tension. Rhysand tells her that, yes, they will, and that his promise still holds. Amren can use the book once they are done to send herself home. The air is tense, but this time it's also tinged with something else: violence. Amren, with deadly calm, tells Rhysand to call off his dog, and Feyre realizes Asriel had silently slid behind Amren, crouching in shadows, truth teller in hand. Like, it feels very much throughout these books, this is the unbreakable inner circle. They're all besties. But there's also, if we remember a few episodes ago, when Feyre, I think it's Feyre's first, I guess it was a while ago, Feyre's first meeting the inner circle, and she's talking to Amren about Asriel, and Amren says Asriel has never fully trusted her.
And good.
And he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that moment, we're like, oh, sure. But you still kind of feel like, yeah, but they all love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in this moment, he has his dagger out, like, ready to kill her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Asriel, please.
Okay, ready to try. He's going to give it a college effort. Yeah. Why won't you tell us? Rhys asks her. How did she escape the prison? She tells Rhysand that the stone beneath this house has ears, and she doesn't want it to know she has escaped. So Rhys slides an invisible shield into place, telling Amren no one except those in this very room that they stand in will hear her. And Amren finally begins to speak.
I don't remember this story either.
Woo!
Story time.
So good.
Lord Dump.
Yep. She tells the Court of Dreams that the only way to escape the prison was to bind herself, her true self, into a new body. And that when she did, the prison no longer recognized her and her cell door simply opened.
This is very a la Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, yes, totally.
Transforms himself into his animagus.
And then he can just walk right out.
Yes.
Oh, good call, Allie. And then we get the lore dump we've all been waiting for, a sneak peek into Amren's backstory. Quote, "The day the rip appeared in the sky, it was curiosity that drove me. My brothers and sisters fled upon the orders of our ruler. We had just laid waste to twin cities, smote them wholly into rubble on the plain, and yet they fled from that rip in the world. But I wanted to look. I wanted. I was not built or bred to feel such selfish things as want. I had seen what happened to those of my kind who strayed, who learned to place their needs first, who developed feeling, but I went through the tear in the sky, and here I am."
Was Amren like an archangel or something? And the Astri were her masters or something? Or like, was she an Astri at one point? Because like, we laid waste to the Twin Cities. Like, what does that mean?
Let's go a little bit more, and then yes, let's go into this more. Here she is, imprisoned, and then to escape, she gave up immortality. She took on pain and suffering and
Louise is also suffering.
and other human feelings, and she left the prison, changed, made. Rhys asks if she can be unbound and what would happen if she were. Amren says she cannot unbind herself, but that if she were unbound, she would not remember them nor care for any of them. She would either smite or abandon them. She uses the word smite. Nesta is the one who asks the burning question, what was she? And she says she was a messenger and soldier assassin for a wrathful god who ruled a young world. And Amren, we learn, was not her name. And just before she could tell them why exactly she picked that name, Jamie's favorite, Elaine, walks in.
She fucking would.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. And
Fuck off,
then it's like
Elaine.
Elaine, and everyone's like, oh, God.
So funny. Okay. Do you want to talk about this now or in hot takes, theories, and thirsts? Like,
we had quite a bit on hot takes, theories, and thirsts.
we can talk about it now a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So first off, I'm like, what are these twin cities? Like trying to think in Throne of Glass, is there any reference to like twin cities? And I feel like there was something there.
Wasn't it like the glass, like
City.
yes, but then there
Was like
right,
twin
there is something.
to
The internet's already figured this
I
out.
know.
We're gonna get there on our own.
Jessica
So
and
settle
Jamie
down,
are
team.
like, hang on, I think I remember. People are screaming into their AirPods, anyway. Okay, I thought that there was something there too, a twin city.
I feel
And
like
then
you're right.
when she says that she was a messenger and soldier assassin, I instantly thought of two people. Fury,
Yes, Fury for sure.
who is also described a little bit as looking kind of like Amren.
Yep. Yep.
And
And they don't know what Fury is either.
They don't
the
know.
whole book.
They don't
what
know
she
what
is.
Fury is. I know.
Amren.
And the mercenary at the very beginning of the book, like of ACOTAR, the very, very beginning, who talks to Feyre, who obviously is not Amren, but I'm like, could they be like similar, of like the same ilk?
You really want the mercenary to be something.
I am this. She kicks off this whole and has a lot of description for like a minor character.
Call her daddy should have.
I know.
Asked.
This Merce, what's going on here? Okay. Also, what world is this? Like,
Okay, wait, Caitlin, do you have input?
Rifthold, the capital of Adarlan, and Orant, the capital of Terrasen, from Throne of Glass are the Twin Cities.
So the one where she is the glass castle, and then Terrasen is the.
We need Caitlin here to do the groundwork.
right, Caitlin's like, girls, I have the answer. Jamie and I are like, wait, think there's something there. I knew it. I swore there were Twin Cities somewhere.
Right, but the Terracin doesn't get destroyed.
But if there's a timeline difference,
I thought Throne of Glass was much older.
yeah,
yes,
no, for
I
sure.
feel like
Throne
most
of Glass
people
is the
think,
first.
yeah, that
I
it's the
think.
first.
Yeah. So that she could have, but then how would she have gone through Crescent City?
And how in Throne of
So
Glass,
is she Valg? Amber?
Or
It-
Asteri.
or
Jessica?
Because
I
we
feel like SJM should watch this. She'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Jessica basically
You're
wrote
welcome.
the last book.
my last episode, I was like, if I were writing this is how I would do it. That's Jam's like, all right, girl, like, take it easy.
She's like getting one.
Armchair, yeah, exactly. Armchair author over here. Yeah, I know. There, I'm so glad you checked that because I swore that there was a Twin City somewhere. Also, like, I feel like this is a bit of that multiverse idea because there is a direct crossover where Selena, spoilers for Throne of Glass, we know we say it, but I'm just reminding everyone, where Selena is going through one of the word gates or whatever, and she's flying through all these worlds and she's trying to slow herself down, and then she sees a Fey male and a Fey female atop a mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and the Fey female is heavily pregnant, and it's like everyone is like, that's Rhys and Feyre, right? So I'm like, okay, if that timeline is the same, but is it a bit like the Avengers thing where it's like you can the multiverse, like there's, you know what I mean?
Happen concurrently.
Okay, right, exactly. But also can also be at different times, but concurrently. Anyway, I don't know. But the Twin Cities thing, that's very interesting. Elaine walks in to Jamie's chagrin. She heard them or didn't hear them. Azriel steps forward, saying, more than asking, that she heard something else. Elaine goes to leave once again. She like walks in and is like, I thought I heard something or nothing. And Azriel's like, something. And she's like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this girl. Yes. Especially also because Amren's about to be like, and I chose my name because.
And everyone's like, yes.
Snare drum, snare drum, snare drum.
And then Elaine walks in and everyone's like,
wah, wah. Elaine goes to leave, but she says quietly as she walks away, quote, I can hear her crying. Everyone thinks she's dead, but she's not, only changed as I was. Okay. 2 thoughts.
who
The
does everyone think
Phoenix?
is dead?
Do people think that that queen is dead? No.
We'll find out in my chapter.
Excellent. Okay. Jamie's going to. So my other thought is the Fey warrior who trapped the Daglin. Everyone thinks she's dead. Like, again, if I'm like my whole theory, the Daglin and the Astri are one and the same, and that I feel like the Astri are the big bad, and that there might be some, like, I'm like, is this, she hears her crying, and that she will be brought back. This Fey warrior who trapped Koschei,
Who was that
Striga. They don't give a name. They say she was in our last episode. The Carver is saying that everyone has forgotten her name long ago except him, and she would have been his salvation, and she couldn't defeat his siblings.
I thought it was Bryce. But now I don't, if that's the case, right?
We talked about, like, I can't get into it too much because you're not quite there yet, but I think it has to do with, like, Starborn stuff. But anyway, I think it might be, when she says her, I think it might be this Fey warrior. Caitlin, are you like hyperventilating? If you say
No
anything,
spoilers
is it
for
spoilers?
Crescent City.
Okay.
Folks.
Azriel asks
Babes.
who she saw. Elaine says, young hands wither with age, a box of black stone, a feather of fire land on snow and melt it. Okay, young hands wither with age, the queens that went into the cauldron and then turned old, the feather of fire land on snow, the phoenix, a box of black stone. It's got to be word keys. Or do you think it's something else? Like, what else could it be? A box of black stone.
Yeah, probably.
Right? It's word keys. I did not get that at first. And then I saw this and I was like,
Where is Koschei's Lake?
I don't think I think, is
it
in the middle?
Is it the middle?
I think it's the middle.
Oh.
I don't know. Caitlin's like,
just because like a feather of fire land on snow
on
and
snow,
melted.
maybe
So
it
it's
is in the
like,
winter
was
court.
it in the winter court? And like she melted it and now it's a lake. But he was always tied to a lake, so that doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Anyhow.
But the fiery feather, I'm like, that's gotta be her. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Asriel stares at Elaine for a moment and then without a word winnows away. There's a lot of like silently drifting into rooms and then leaving and then people just disappearing. Like this is a very very Asriel and Elaine coded.
That felt like very when Rhys like was leaving at the end of book 1.
He's just like, and then goes.
Yeah.
Yes, that moment.
And Asriel's like,
bye, peace. Yeah, later, babes. Later, Feyre asks Nesta how her practice session, for lack of a better word, went, and Nesta tells Feyre she failed. She couldn't sense anything. The conversation flounders on, with Feyre asking Nesta what they should do about Elaine, to which Nesta generally snarls and hisses and eventually flounces away, just as Lucien walks in. He asks Feyre if a healer could be called on to examine Elaine. Why the hell has no one done this yet? But anyways. Feyre agrees, promising to tell Lucien what they learn, if anything. Later, Feyre crawls into bed that night and cries herself to sleep.
oh.
Eventually, Rhysand wakes her gently. She tells him there is an old, familiar heaviness weighing on her. He seems racked by the same. He speaks into the darkness of the room. He should have found another way. And then comes the truth, the real answer to Moore's hypothetical. If Amaranthus showed up at this house, he wouldn't thank her. He would kill her on sight. They hold each other silently, and before sleep claims her again, Feyre asks if Rhys would risk looking into the Ouroboros, and he tells her quietly, quote, not yet.
This mirror.
Oh,
The mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, wait, do we think that if Moore is her power fucking whatever it is, she knows that Rhys is lying about him saying that he would have thanked Amarantha, and that also is why she...
I don't know. More in her fucking my power is true. But also I never know when people are lying and keeping secrets.
Oh, I thought you meant you in general. I'm like, what?
Me?
Yeah, I know. I thought you were talking about yourself. I'm like, what do you
I
mean?
never know when people are, also not totally wrong. Frequently blindsided. This is the last time we kept saying therapy session. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the mirrors. There's so many mirrors in the Maasverse.
What other mirrors are there?
Oh my god. I just read about 2 others in Crescent City. And then
Really?
there's mirrors in Baba. Well, we'll get into it.
Oh, Baba Yellow Legs. Yes. Oh, the witch. You're right. There are. You're totally right.
Okay, so I think the mirror that Manon and Aelin go into is in Crescent City. And I didn't look it up last night, but as I was laying in bed reading, I was like, I think it's the same mirror.
That night.
So they mention in passing that
I'm always worried my face is going to reveal something.
That I think it's either Hypaxia or Celestina has a mirror in their office, and it's called something, and I'm like, Anyways, I'm not looking at either of you. You guys are rude. Rude. Chapter 28 hits hard. Literally. Feyre runs straight into a crimson wall. Her pride and ego, the only things truly wounded. Cassian offers her some advice on landing a little more gracefully. Feyre responds with her favorite vulgar gesture.
Oh my god, there it is again.
And Cassian asks if she wants to go hard today. Okay, babes.
Oh,
we wish it was that.
Every day.
Alas, it is not. He means training. I love that Feyre thinks the inner circle doesn't give Cassian enough credit in this moment. He notices things before everyone else. So his emotional intelligence. And she reflects on that. She's like, oh, this is why Cassian is he's not, she doesn't say smart, but she's he gets people. And
he's intuitive.
And then she thinks to herself about, oh, that's why he's such a great general, because he can anyways, I think think I talk about it here.
Mm.
I do. He notices things before everyone else, reading someone before they even speak. Again, with the emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
This, among other things, is why he is number one in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, I supposed you needed to be able to read that sort of thing, judge when his soldiers or enemies were strong, breaking, or broken.
Mm.
Okay, this is why with Nesta, he at each part of her journey in book 5, he recognizes all these things. So when she's feeling broken, when she's starting to break, when she feels strong, and he adjusts and adapts his approach to her. And it's oh my god, Cassian. I can't even talk about him dying. If he dies, I say it every episode. I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah.
I will write her hate mail.
Jamie.
Anonymously.
Anonymous hate mail. Someone is mad at you, Sarah.
That'll be how exactly it'll go. Anywho, next on the training docket, flying lessons with Azriel. This reminded me of taking flying lessons myself, actually. So he's explaining to her the wind, the currents, the drafts,
and, lift.
Yeah, and I completely understand why Feyre is what? Magic. Literally,
yes.
Planes fly. Yeah, magic.
Oh,
I'm a pilot, and I'm everyone's oh, how does a plane fly? I'm
witchcraft.
Magic.
Fairy dust.
The air lifts it into the air.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It doesn't make sense.
Don't ask more questions.
Yeah. I can't tell you the answer.
Yes.
Will's watching this being right. Oh.
Jamie's husband is also a pilot, for those of you that are unaware.
Too. He'll be I knew you were listening.
Right, yeah. Jamie was just staring at your lips, Will. I heard it after every lesson.
Into his soulful eyes. Also, Azriel is quiet. Too quiet. And his dismissal of her question about Moore says it all. She considers sticking her nose into their business, but thinks better of it.
Oh my god.
For once.
She's such a busybody.
Maybe I should ask a few more questions. She's you know what? Maybe not.
Right. After Reese was could you just not? And she's what? Me? Never.
She drags herself back to the townhome to find Moore quietly devouring a pastry and ready to review the first answers from the High Lords. Dawn, Day, and Winter have responded, and as expected, they have a laundry list of requests if they are to attend the meeting.
Right.
But nothing yet from Spring, Autumn, and Summer, which is interesting because Eris was yeah, we'll be there. But they haven't given their formal response yet, I guess. Because when you said that, I was eh.
I think it's because it has to Baron
has to decide, yeah. And Eris is now we'll see you later.
He's I'll get Dad on board. Yeah.
You didn't truly believe Feyre would be able to keep her nose out of Moore's business, though.
No.
But to be fair, in this instance, it seems like she's just trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
So what do you think about, we kind of talked about this, the whole situation with Moore, the Night Court, Eris, Rhys's bargain. Moore seems to get the shit end of the stick.
Absolutely, she does.
More than one occasion in these books. And we know SJM loves a compelling female villain. Everyone already thinks Moore is a villain. I think with that mindset, are we building her up to be that?
Yeah.
Or is it actual proof? Because she's also I don't know. I genuinely feel like she loves Feyre.
I like Moore in these books. In book,
when she's friends with Feyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems genuine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed. In book 2, I was way more suspicious of her. In this book, I'm a lot more
Moore's a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like she and Rhys have beef. Yep.
I mean, Rhys kind of
not without reason.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Madja, the healer, has arrived.
These names.
Madja? It's Madja. So
Madja? Yeah, who knows?
Guess what, babes? There's nothing physically wrong with Elaine. Nesta is hissing, of course.
Of course.
Quote, what do you mean there's nothing wrong with her?
Look at her.
As they walk Maja to the door, she clarifies that there is nothing wrong with her body, but she couldn't see into her mind.
Oh,
Quote,
that's right.
she is cauldron made. You are not like the rest of us. I cannot pierce the places it left its mark most deeply, the mind, the soul. And she warns Feyre not to go poking around in there either. Like, she warns her, like, don't go into Elaine's mind, don't try to. And same thing with Nesta. She's basically like, you don't want to see what's in there.
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting. And something I kind of like forgot about.
Yeah.
And then I love how SJM addresses trauma here and says that there isn't something wrong with Elaine. Air quotes.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is different, changed.
Yeah.
So like trauma doesn't make you broken. It just like
It changes you. Yeah.
So I loved how she like kind of clarified that. It felt like meaningful and kind of beautiful.
Yeah. Graceful. Yeah.
Because everyone thinks, oh, there's something wrong with her.
Right.
I mean, listen, I'm not Elaine's number one fan, but it was nice how
it's
she
like that
referenced
book that I love that tries to reframe, instead of saying what's wrong with you, you say what happened to you. I love that.
Enter Lucian. Apparently the one who may be able to sense what's wrong with her.
Oh, as her mate.
There is a bridge between his soul and Elaine's. And with that, Nesta is about ready to lose it, turning her withering glare to Mor and her sharp tongue to Feyre. This time, Feyre snaps back, quote, be quiet. He will try. And if he doesn't find anything amiss, we'll consider bringing another healer. So it is decided. Elaine will be invited down. Lucian will sit with her. Nesta will be in the room across the hall with Amryn training. And Feyre and Mor will supervise.
Oh my God.
Mother help us.
Lordy.
Chapter 29. So, I also wanted to say, so I like when they talk about the bridge of mates, but it also makes me think, and I know they explain this with like a crystal and the bridge like initially igniting between Rune and Agent Daybright.
Right.
But like, could they be mates? You just don't know, hey?
You just
She just doesn't know.
Stuff happens.
Because like it's also talked about as like a bridge that they visit on. Anywho, good thing I'm not editing this episode. Jessica's face. Chapter 29, quote, it was the most uncomfortable 30 minutes I could recall. I get it. Elaine, Lucian, sitting in silence, untouched tea between them. Nesta and Amryn are back at it, building mind walls, poking holes, and mending them with magic. Quote, not all magic was flash and glittering, Amryn had declared, and proceeds to kick Feyre and her nosy ass to the curb. Oh, good. Rhys and Cassian are coming. Awesome. Feyre lets Rhys know down the bond they need to make themselves scarce because, well, Nesta is already in a mood, and things are tenuous at best with Lucian and Elaine tea time. RHYSAND, smartly, immediately agrees, quote, Illyrian warriors know when to pick their battles, and with Nesta watching everything like a hawk and you two circling like vultures, I know who will walk away from that fight.
Okay. Like, first, Nesta's always in a mood, and then I am tripling, quadrupling down. This is something is here with Nesta and this like pathological need to like watch Elaine and like make sure she's okay. And this like, it's weird, especially when contrasting with her ambivalence to Feyre.
Yeah.
Like ambivalence at best.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
But then why Elaine? Because it's not like the mother would have known she would be a seer, or she would turn into Fae or whatever.
I mean, if she was a witch,
exactly, yeah.
Because it says in Crescent City, witches are primarily seers and healers. So maybe Mama Archeron had the gift
but then
of
why
sight.
not Feyre? She sees Feyre fucking demolished under the mountain. She's like, she'll be fine.
No, but that's why she's like, you need to take care of everyone, because she probably saw that Feyre's like the strongest and the most amazing. Makes total sense.
Feyre's promise to Mama Archeron was to look after everyone. Elaine was to marry for love. Nesta was to be a queen.
See, Elaine and Lucian.
Interesting.
We shall see. Mor joins in Feyre's vulgar gesture party, and before Rhys and Cassian head out for a drink, they discuss the High Lord's invitation responses. Okay, bye. They reach the gate and Cassian stretches his wings. Amren hisses
Of course.
at Nesta to quote, focus.
The hissing.
Stop. Adorable. Nesta is like side-eyeing Cassian right, left, and center. 'Cause he like stretches out his wings and like gets all fluffy before the gate. And,
Right.
and she's like,
What's it over there?
what you doing over there?
Interesting.
Yeah. But Elaine also jolts up, a tugging sensation lulling her from her stupor. The mating bond, quote,
Oh, yeah.
pulled on a thread tied to a rib. Lucian is horrified and immediately apologizes. And Elaine, well, she's back to muttering nonsense. Quote, twin ravens are coming. One white and one black. Oh boy, do we even want to dissect this? Nesta takes Elaine to the garden. Meanwhile, Lucian is shook. He felt it, the bond. Elaine on the other end. And they will try again at some point. Feyre is convinced this will work. Small note, Feyre mentions that Lucian's skin is a deep golden brown, much darker than Eris's. How curious.
How curious. I wonder why.
Lucian and Feyre talk strategy for the High Lords meeting, and Amren beckons for someone to return Nesta to her to complete their lesson. The issue for the meeting is location, 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 and more is open to suggestions. I like this part because they're kind of, again, bringing Lucian into the fold a bit, being like, what do you think, Lucian? Like, because he kind of gives like a bit of his strategy and be like, oh, well, obviously this person is going to want to do that. Like,
Right.
he's like
He's a courtier.
Yeah. Like he gets the like
Yes.
the drama and the politics and all that.
Okay, cue for you. When Nesta does scrying, right?
Yep.
Is that in this book or is that in Silver Flames?
Silver Flames. Because she's trying to find the dead trove.
Is scrying not like a witch? Like you hear that with witches.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Oh, we're on to US Jam.
Back to flying in the not. Zip it.
It's hard being so cute and small. And Nyx is like an unbothered queen.
Always.
Perpetually.
Louise can be like laying, and Nyx will just walk right up to her and be like, for like zero reason. Like Louise isn't even doing anything to her. And the other day, I threw the tennis ball upstairs in the hallway, and Nyx like walked in front of the door and sat down, and Louise like lay down and cried because she wouldn't go past her. Like.
Maybe you should have named her Nesta.
Nyx, I wanted to, and Will said no. I want to call her Nessie.
I love that. Doesn't Jacqueline want to name one of the ponies that?
Nessie, we had a pony named Nessie when we were younger, and she was like a My Little Pony. She was so freaking cute, and she was like this big. So cute. I know. Nyx is just like, come at me.
Like unbothered.
Nyx is trying to kill Louise with her stare. Just like Lucy kills plants.
Lucy pees and plants and kills them.
Unconfirmed, but likely.
Yes, that's why all your plants are.
Remember when you first got her, and then I'd be like coming over, and all your bedding would be stripped off, and I'd be like, "What happened?" You'd be like, "Lucy's mad at us."
Yes.
Sure, we put her on a diet. She peed on her bed.
Lucy
I'm like,
is
are you sure?
Lucy is a temperamental cat.
Oh.
Although like the most even tempered.
She is the most
vindictive.
She's
Yes.
she's Nesta. She is very tolerant, like the feline brain, whatever. When she was having her epilepsy, well, she has epilepsy. When they were looking into her brain, the doctor was like, "That is the most tolerant cat I've ever met." And I was like, "Yeah, she's very chill, but she is vindictive.
Yes.
Like when she's mad at us, and her go-to is
Pee on your shoes.
is piss on something."
Pee in the plant.
Also,
Pee on
like,
your bed.
or just like come up to you and kind of like pull like a Nyx and just be like, well, bam, well, bam, well, bam. And you're like, jeez.
You're like, what did I do to deserve that?
Yeah.
She's like, you know.
Yeah. And it's usually you didn't feed me or you didn't feed
Or
me
you put
enough
on a diet.
or you put me on a diet. It's something to do with food. Like, I mean, relatable.
We won't get
She's
into
so
it.
skinny. Skinny legend.
Okay.
Legend. Oh.
Does she not look very svelte right now? Alyssa, because your cat is half starved. So
Lucas. I'm right.
no, say it.
Lucas
I'm already mad at Lucas for criticizing my immune system.
Lucas and I were talking about fat cats, and then he was, and he was like, "Yeah, Cooper is like a really good weight," and he goes, "What happened to Justin's cat?"
She has a medical condition. She is medicated.
She needs cat
Before
Ozempic.
she had a medical condition, how many breakfasts was Andrew feeding her?
I think Andrew
She
was
was
the
having
root of the
11
problem.
Cs.
He fed her
Yes.
too much originally.
She was having 11.
This is not a you problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Andrew started it, and now you can't control it because she has a disease.
People meet Andrew and they think he's this like Viking, cold, like stone, whatever. And then I'm like, no, this is the marshmallow man who loves Emily in Paris and who, when his little kitty, whose little kitty is like, meow, and he's like, she needs another breakfast. I'm like, I don't think she does. I really don't think she could probably go without a few breakfasts. He's
Maybe we
like,
just don't feed her.
yeah, no. And he's like, no, she needs another one. She's hungry.
Withering away.
I think she's looking great these days. Lucy,
To be
if
fair,
you're
I
watching the
haven't seen her in a
pod,
while.
I think you look fabulous,
Down from
girl.
40 pounds to 20.
Yeah, no. I have no
She's
idea.
not 40 pounds.
She's not 40
I
pounds.
think you said 25. And I was still
Maybe
like,
25 is like a
Cooper is
stretch.
8 pounds.
So when you said that, I was like, she cannot be 25. But then I was like, well, how many goobers does she seem? She's at least 2 goobers. She might be 2.5 goobers.
oh.
So 8, 16, like maybe 20.
Our cats are all around like, 9.
And I feel like
8.5, 9.
she looks like maybe 2 Nixes.
Yeah, she could crush next.
Have you met Nix?
Have you met
That would be a face-off I would not want to see.
I would
Nix
not.
is
I would
like-
not want to be in the same town.
No.
Nix versus Lucy.
They'd probably be best friends.
Maybe
After they fought.
after they fought, they'd be like, "Game recognizes game. All right,
Yeah.
girl, we
Yeah.
can hang." Anyway, back to
Side
Mark.
Okay. Yes. Back to flying in the not-so-friendly skies. Azrael is chuckling at Feyre's attempts, running face first into a pine tree. On the upside, he's warmed back up after his troubles with Moore, or at least he is on the mend. Quote, the Shadow Singer had a sense of humor, dry and quiet, but alone together it came out far more than it did amongst our group. I love this for them.
Me too.
And these, like, past probably 3 episodes we've done, they've had, like, these, like, very endearing moments together
Yes.
when they learn to fly. I love that. I don't know. I mean, we don't learn a lot more about Azrael, like, some, but, like, it's just in these quiet moments where he
Yes.
kind of just, like, feels like he lets his guard, like, he's not the Shadow Singer or, like,
Right.
spy master. He just
Silently
is,
in the
like,
shadows.
Azrael.
Yeah,
I love that.
me too.
Between fielding the High Lord's requests for location, trying to find information on fixing the wall, and how to best use the Ouroboros mirror, our High Lady is busy. With most who have faced the mirror either gone mad or ran away in terror, like you said, only one has walked away with the mirror. And guess who it frickin' is?
Who?
The Weaver.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. She looked into the mirror and she was able to take it. Also, a dark queen had once possessed the mirror, used it to hunt down young maidens to keep her eternally young. But as far as Feyre can tell, there are no loopholes in obtaining the mirror, and that means she is no closer to getting the bone carver to help them.
Maeve? No. Who?
I think it's Maeve. Like, it has to be.
Did Maeve?
'Cause
I
she
gotta
was
reread
Valg.
Throne of Glass. She was Valg. So then, yeah, she would have been. Because how did the Valg?
They possessed people's bodies, like in
And they
took
fed off
over
their
minds,
and
I
they
thought.
feed off their bad memories, right? That makes them stronger.
I don't know about that.
I feel like I remember that.
Anyways, the Weaver having the mirror, or like being able to have the mirror at one point, and then
A dark
But do we feel
queen.
like this is why the Weaver is like all kooky? Like making people.
Oh, the weaver looked in the mirror and maybe she did go mad. She's like, I looked in the mirror and I'm fine. Also, give me your skin and your hair.
Yeah.
She's a death god.
This is normal. Right, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Also, how did I know? You're like, there's so many mirrors in the Maasverse. I'm like, where? And then you're like, here and here and here. I'm like,
Also,
oh,
isn't
yeah.
the witch tower made of mirrors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I was like,
I was like,
there's a lot of mirrors.
there? I'm like,
Jessica, get there faster.
only the most traumatic experience in all of Sarah J Maas' books.
Doing these episodes in front of a live audience would be very funny because it
You
would
could see
be
people's faces.
they would all just be screaming and like they would be doing what Caitlin's doing.
My God, girls, get there.
Right. Yeah. We could. We're just like, who knows? Not us.
As Feyre ponders this depressing thought, Azriel is offering her advice on how not to crash and perhaps even steer while she flies.
God.
Imagine that.
Right.
Mentally, Feyre needs a push, needs help to overcome her fear. But Azriel knows she has to do this herself. She is strong. Frick, she killed the adder, upended the spring court, and healed from under the mountain. Our girl has got this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe not. As she leaps, spreads her wings, and banks into another tree. Like, oh, female down. Luckily, Azriel is there to gently tend to her wounds. Unfortunately, they agree that she will likely not be ready to fight among the Illyrian legions.
No shit.
Which, I mean...
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm happy about this, though, because
Yes.
you're like, if she would have, it wouldn't have made sense.
No.
And also, part of why book 5, and I won't say, because Allie hasn't read it, doesn't make a lot of sense. Other than Nesta being otherworldly, it really, and I'm all about like female empowerment, but it's really a stretch.
Who does she find?
When they go up Romulus and she wins.
I do not remember this. I'm like, who the fuck is Romulus? There are mirrors? Oh! I know. I've just given up trying to protect Allie. I'm like, this is a fault of your own making.
No, but that's like a kind of a big part and a big
I forgot about that. Right. Yes.
premise of the last half of this.
I was
book.
too focused on her and Cassian. Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. I felt like this trapped. Anyone else? Okay. Good God. But Azriel comforts her that any amount of training could help her in a tight spot. He also lets his guard down just a little and tells her about him learning to fly. How RHYSAND and Cassian helped him after they beat him up and teased him, like relentlessly.
Oh.
Then we enter Azriel's story time. Tonight's edition, the story of Miriam, Draken, and Nefel. Long story short, Nefel overcame all odds with her too small wingspan and misshapen wing to save her best friend Miriam.
That's right.
She rose to the challenge and found strength when she needed it. And the Nefel philosophy was born, quote, what we think to be our greatest weakness can sometimes be our biggest strength, and that the most unlikely person can alter the course of history. So we'll train Feyre until the last possible day, because we never know if just one extra hour will make the difference.
Is this where I cry on the pod?
I was almost crying. And with that pep talk, she tries again and leaps from the rock. So cute. Azriel.
Aww.
Love it.
Back at the townhome, Feyre can barely stumble to the tub. Surprise, RHYSAND has already filled it. Too stiff to move, her clothes are suddenly gone. That was handy. And she is scooped up and lowered ever so gently into the warm, soothing water. Next, well, it's a tale as old as time. The old massage first, playtime after ploy. Reese is like, hey, how about I give you a massage? I'm like, I know this.
Right, yeah.
Sir.
Wasn't born yesterday.
And Feyre happily falls into bed, Reese's hands covered in oils and salves, ready to rub her in all the right places. Starts out innocent enough. Back calves, thighs. Just a little higher, High Lord. And with his hands rising, so does Feyre's temperature, getting dangerously close to her most sensitive spot. Quote, too bad you're so sore from training. Please, our girl will rally.
Jamie, look at your toes.
She will rally. My toes. For those of you who aren't watching, my toes are
Literally curled.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I wrote it. And now Rhys has a little more leverage. Her wings are out because she doesn't even have the energy to, like, I don't know,
Like tuck them away.
unsummon them.
Unsummon, desummon.
I don't know
Right.
what the word would be, but they're still out. And he is not above teasing, tantalizing, and completely taking advantage of her in her weakened state.
So good.
Between his finger and his mouth, he knows exactly what he's doing. Quote, his name was a plea on my lips. Oh, Feyre, darling, it's been on ours too. To send her and a few of us over the edge, quote, he went right to that damn spot at the inner edge of my left wing and stroked it lightly. It's his turn to set her aflame.
I love it. If I could grow a pair of wings and essentially have like an additional erogenous zone all day, every day.
For me, it's like when in Friends when they're like, 7.
Yes.
That's the wings. That's the wings.
I have a friend, I won't name her, but if you poke her belly button, she will orgasm.
Ew.
No.
Yes.
Not on command. Like she has to be.
Yes.
No, that's not real.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
That's
if
a-
I am
that's a
ever
bit.
around her, whisper that to me that's the friend.
I'm gonna like
do it.
Oh, on
Oh,
accident.
I've seen it. We were, yes.
No,
Maybe she's
Yes.
faking.
she's faking. This is not real. This is like
We need to-
maybe
how do you like hook
Yeah.
someone up to test if they're having an
they're
orgasm?
having an orgasm. Women everywhere
Like
are
a-
like, don't do it.
An orgasm lie detector.
Like, it's not
Men,
just like,
men would buy that. We should
it's not just
Try
like,
harder.
You go and you,
Oh, like she needs needs like stimulation in her belly button.
yeah.
So it's not just like a orgasm.
Yeah.
Orgasm
Yeah.
button. Belly button as an erogenous zone.
Yuck.
Interesting.
Anyway.
To ship an innie or an outie.
She's an innie. Yeah.
She must, yeah.
She must.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The
Well-
things we need to know.
This is not Feyre's belly button. It is her wings. And then it's all starlight and out-of-body experiences.
Starlight.
As they curl up to find the sleep Feyre desperately needs, she whispers, quote, I wish I had days to spend with you like this. Just me and you. We will. He kissed my hair. We will. Chapter frickin' 30. Feyre is unwell. So unwell, in fact, she informs Cassian and Azriel that they will not be training today. Before she knows it, both warriors are at her door to provide remedies for her aches and pains, and she demands... Oh, no. She doesn't demand. And they demand to know what's wrong with her. Our little cuties. I know.
Sweet.
But there's no rest for the wicked. Cassian is to take Nesta to the House of Wind so Feyre can show her the library. Lucian is also on library duty, off to the heart of Valaris to seek answers about repairing the wall. We're about to have a living room brawl.
Louise is like, shit's about to go down. Feyre and Nesta are here.
The sisters are just finishing up breakfast, and Cassian is always up for a little breakfast banter. After greeting Nesta, he acknowledges Elaine, and this next part is a little unsettling. Quote, she basically stares at him and is like, he snapped your wings, broke your bones. It'll take more than that to kill me, Cassian responds. And Elaine says, no, it won't. Just like Allie said last episode.
Boom.
Are we really, really wagering that Cassian is destined to die?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, can the fandom handle
This
it?
seals it to me. This is like,
If you were wrecked by the 13, Cassian dying. Would like,
Oh.
I just don't even know how I would recover.
How could SJM do it? She is not an author who kills a main character.
I know, but maybe that's what she wants us to think for all, what is she, 15 books? She's like, oh
This
yeah,
is her build-up.
I love a happily ever after. And,
And
then
she
she's like,
kills
mic drop.
Cassian. I mean, she has set it up with this connection with Eris that Nesta would there would be a future romantic love interest. I would wager.
Mhm.
I can't handle it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh my God. Fills me with dread.
Oof.
We get another little Nesta crushing on Cassian nugget here. Quote, Cassian finished the muffin licking his fingers.
Of course he does.
I could have sworn Nesta watched the entire thing with a sidelong glance. He grinned at her as if he knew it too.
Cassian!
Listen, we all know the male is skilled. Ellipses. This is also when Nesta acquires her Ness nickname,
Oh, I
which
love
she
this.
obviously abhors,
She hates, we love.
which only makes Cassian more gleeful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, don't call me that. He's like, that is all I'm calling you from now on.
Exactly.
In fact, actually.
You will change your name.
Yeah.
And henceforth will be known.
Yeah.
They arrive at the House of Wind, just a little tense, and Feyre leads Nesta to the level in the library where she has been doing her research. Feyre starts trying to extract information from the vault that is Nesta Archeron.
Good luck.
But Nesta doesn't know how she can sense the wall, and that frightens the seemingly unshakable girl. It reveals vulnerability and a lack of control, which Nesta, rarely shows.
Right, yes.
She might be, out of control, but she's rarely out of control.
Yes, that is I would say, one of her biggest fears is to ever be perceived to be out of control.
Yeah. Feyre stops pushing, and Nesta, completely out of character, offers to help Feyre look for the books. Nesta blurts, quote, I didn't know you couldn't really read.
Come on.
This has been eating away at her.
Yeah. Then wonders aloud why Feyre never asked her for help. Careful, Nesta, the truth hurts. Quote, because I doubted you would agree to help.
Mhm.
Told you. Then they get to the heart of it. Quote, why do you push everyone away but Elaine? And just as we are on the verge of answers, the vibes are off.
Shut up.
I know. The vibes
Shut up. That she's about to be like, she specifically asks, and then, I am on to something here.
in a dangerous, foreboding way. Quote, like some off-kilter cord had been plucked. Pause. Is this the harp?
Off-kilter cord had been plucked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Feyre grabs Nesta and runs. Unfortunately, they're not quick enough, and when faced with the two Fey males, a blue dust renders Feyre's magic useless. Faebane.
Faebane.
For
Right.
fuck's sakes.
Yeah, that fucking Faebane.
One dark-haired, one white-haired. The ravens have arrived. Quote, you took something from the cauldron girl. The king wants it back. Well, babes, it turns out the cauldron's power wasn't quite spent. Quote, Nesta has stolen too much of it. This court is not surprised.
No, we are not.
Finn.
Hot takes, theories, and thirst. Okay, Allie, can you do a quick surreal Google and see, are there other fan theories that Nesta has some weird enchantment or compulsion to look after Elaine? I'm like, if this is going to be another fucking Mama Archeron as an Iron Tooth Witch and the whole internet is already thinking this, and here I am so stoked that I'm like, okay, what
Again, you
this?
came to it on your own.
I know, but I'm like, if it's like a minor theory, cool. But if it's a major theory, I'm gonna be choked. No, for fuck's sakes.
Yes, this is actually a pretty popular fan theory.
Do you know what it does?
I hate everything.
You know what it says
God
about
damn
us,
it.
though? It's like we are not on the socials.
No.
No, we are not with it or hip.
Like, you were ruining it.
Well, that's kind of my thought process.
So the idea is that Mama Archeron placed some kind of magical compulsion conditioning or even a subtle spell on Nesta before she died, essentially binding her to protect and prioritize Elaine above all else. And then it says, fans point out that Elaine is consistently described as gentle, soft, and fragile. Mama Archeron heavily emphasized social climbing and appearances, and Elaine fit that ideal best. Nesta was often treated as the weapon of the family, sharp, strategic, control. So Mama Archeron may have assigned roles as Nesta is the protector and enforcer, Elaine is the prized asset to be preserved.
But why prized asset? Is that my original idea? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, whatever. I guess we're catching up to the rest of the internet.
Fine.
Okay, you have thoughts about the Weaver.
Okay, but then after we talked it through before the pod, I was like, well, maybe not. But the Ocean Queen, or no, not the Ocean Queen, the River Queen is mentioned twice about like putting down her weaving in Crescent City, and I was like, oh, maybe there's something there. But the River Queen is not a death god, so that wouldn't make sense.
I don't think so. No. But it was interesting that weaving is like included a couple of times.
They're all just knitting themselves blankets over there. In
I love to knit. City. I understand. Very calming.
The mirror.
The mirror.
Jessica believes.
I was like, exist. What mirror?
Could it also be one of the mirrors that Baba Yellowlegs had in her cart? Because that's how Aelin kills her, is by like the mirror shatters and she stabs her with the shard of glass, or cuts her throat. Some very graphic way she dies.
Yes.
Anyways, but like, I think it's described as like the witch kind of going in and out of mirrors.
Yes,
and like that's how like she can't find her because it's like
it's confusing, but then also she's like there's magic involved. Yes, I think you're right.
And more research is needed on all the mirrors.
Yes, I agree. This is interesting. This mirrors, and I'm like, what are the mirrors?
And then also, like, is that a reference to Snow White? Like with all the
Disney
the evil queen, Disney Watch. Yeah,
I love it
because the evil queen in Snow White like looks through the mirror.
Mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all? Oh, Snow White. Snow White. She's mad. And like she's and she turns into a crone. Yeah, she's also a witch. It's a whole thing.
I love the Disney Watch. Yep, I see it.
Then Miriam and Draken. So they go in. I really cut it short because it was like a pretty.
I remember it's huge. Yeah,
but yeah, this is like a retelling of the Bible and Moses parting the sea.
100%.
Because then it talks about it's Draken that actually parts the sea, and then Miriam like starts leading her people through it, and I'm like, and Miriam she saves them from the black lands. So also like, and they like wander around the desert. See my air quotes.
It totally is. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
So anyways, I was like, oh, this is like a retelling of like.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Is it parting of the Red Sea, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah. By Moses. Yes. So that was like interesting because we haven't seen a lot of like religious and
biblical,
I would say,
in
SJM's books. So I was like, oh, this one really stuck out. I mean, also because it's obvious and everyone knows that story, but it was like interesting.
There's a lot of like mythology.
Yeah.
And yes.
But not biblical.
No, yeah. Interesting. Speaking biblical.
So Seraphim, feathered wings, wind and air magic. So when they start talking about I'm like the angels.
100% they're angels.
Like for 100%. Sure they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feathered wing. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Hunt? Is that you over there?
Hanging out?
Yeah.
On this magical hidden island?
That'd be fun. Feyre. Oh yeah. When Feyre comes and after shuddering ripples of starlight faded. Okay. Also, I just read in Crescent City, spoilers, when Bryce comes, she like freaking bursts of starlight and also teleports.
Yes.
But like this is so similar to like when Feyre glows like during sex.
Yep. I know. But where did Feyre get the power from? That's the question.
Okay. We need to think about that. We should do a mini episode on that. All the like parallels and how
get out like a FBI style pin board behind us with like string and pictures.
Yeah. Did I write this next one or did you?
Oh my God. Okay. Our friend Steph has brought this up to me a few times. So in, I believe it's Throne of Glass, they talk about the three-faced goddess, and she has said there's a lot of parts of the Maasverse that have like three women, and so like could the three-faced goddess be Feyre, Bryce, and Aelin, Selena? They all three are like magical, like whatever, saviors of their universe. They all. Wait, hang on. Have you? Yes. I'm like, did you get to that part? They all three kind of like die or whatever. Like Bryce, when she goes down, and like the drop is like almost like a, you know.
Bryce hasn't almost died.
No, the drop. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean? That's what I did. I was like, oh, she's on her drop. Yeah, she's on her drop. Like they all kind of like die, but then like get to like come back and are like a little, you know what I mean? They all have this like crazy power. Could they be the three? If we're thinking multiverse and that timelines get kind of murky here, could they be the three-faced goddess? Maybe. And they don't even know it. Very interesting. Or Elaine, Nesta, and Feyre be the three-faced goddess. Fascinating.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we also talked about last episode, this is like so much of this, and I'm sure, Caitlin, you got this. We're like, are there gods and goddesses in Throne of Glass? Yes, there are. Yeah. Like at the end.
And they're vengeful.
They're vengeful, and they betray them. And I'm like, Astery/Daglin. From another world. They're trying to go back to their world. They're worshipped and fearful, but then in reality, they're kind of shitty. Like, I'm like, they're Astery/Daglin. Like, for sure.
Since everyone could more be something to do with Astery or Daglin, only because they talk about how fucking powerful she is. And like, I don't know.
But we have yet to see it.
Yeah. And like, we sense her betrayal. I don't know.
More. Such a question mark.
I know.
Yeah.
Frick's sake.
Okay. Amren has served with Rhysand's family for multiple generations, and she makes comments, especially once we get to Silver Flames, about Rhys being High King. Are we leaning once again more into him being more than just High Fae? Amren has served Rhysand's family. If anyone were to know that there was some secret about Rhys and the Night Court and Rhysand's family, it would be Amren. And she's described as in Silver Flames, like all these like sidelong looks and like these little asides about like being High King.
I can
anyway,
see it.
Yeah.
So in Crescent City, the Autumn King is like the king of all Fae, right? Like it's not just like
Autumn,
a court.
Right.
He's
it's
like
all the Fae.
All the Fae.
Right.
That exist.
Right.
In Crescent City and otherwise.
So is there some universe in which the Autumn Court defeats all the other courts and they rule them or something?
I don't know. Like it's weird.
That there's just Autumn.
I know.
Yeah. I remember first writing Crescent City and being like, why is there
dying.
just Caitlin, what? I don't remember. Do I need to reread book 3? She's nodding aggressively. We're new here. Okay, here's people. He wants them free. I have theories that, having read like what happens in, especially the beginning of the 3rd Crescent City book, what's happening there and where they are. I am just saying, could Kyr's desire to want to let out his people, does Kyr know something that maybe other folks don't know? And could he be wanting to let out something else?
Daglin?
Anyway, a thought. I also had a note. Okay. There was someone at work who I recently met, and they said that they are an author, a novelist. I know. And they write, I think they said high fantasy with elements of romance. Obviously, instantly, I was like, oh, hello, new best friend. I have a podcast with someone else also at work. We started talking about how we would love to see more LGBTQ plus storylines, characters, love interests.
Celestina and Hephaestus.
I know when you started talking about like Celestina being like, there's something going on there. I was like, yes, get there faster. Anyway, they had a couple of books for us to look into. So I wanted to list them here. I haven't looked into them at all, so I can't vouch for any of how great they are. But
did this person write them?
They did not. But I did ask that when they publish their next novel to let us know immediately, because maybe we would cover it on the pod. Anyways, A Spell for Heart Sickness, The Sword Unbroken, The Jasmine Throne, and then The Unbroken. I know. Adding it to the TBR.
So, okay. In this vein, I forgot I was in a book club at Holt Renfrew. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
8 eons ago.
Okay.
Like almost 10 years ago.
That's wild.
And we read an entire series where the main characters, like the main love interest in the book, men.
Oh, really?
And it was magic, and there was like pirates.
What?
And I'm like, maybe I did like romantasy before.
But you did it.
I did, like in my mind, I'm like, oh, it didn't have a genre at that point. It was like
it was so new and different.
It was like it was just like
romance
magic.
And magic,
like
yeah.
Harry Potter love story.
Interesting. Do you remember the name of the
It's on
series?
my Kobo. I'm gonna pull it out because I have to. I was like, maybe I should reread that. It was so good. It was 3 books. We only did the first one for the book club, but then like the last 2 were so good. Like it was so good, I had to read all 3. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'll find the names.
I must know the name.
They were, it was hot. They were so good. And it was like pirates and magic and castles and princes.
Right up our alley.
Good.
Check. We're interested.
I have not read a romantasy as of late that has pirates.
No. The closest is Rolf in Throne of Glass.
Yes. I guess he's a. Did they call him a pirate?
Yeah, they don't say it outright. I mean, it's Kayla came from.
It's like Prince of Pirates or something.
I mean, you are a more reliable source than we are. Clearly,
we do not know.
Why is there just the autumn court? Anyway,
Kayla's like,
she pounds her head into the
she's just knocking her head into a wall the whole episode. Okay. Well, and that's our pause point, babes. What started with strategy and shadow games ends with Blood in the Stacks and Nesta and Feyre under attack where they were supposed to be safest. So much for quiet research hours.
Sharpen your knives and your tongues, babes, because we've got villains to slay and games to play next time. You were rhyming. I love it.
On it. We want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and men. Follow A Court of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little more love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple or Spotify and share it with all of the babes in your life.
Until next time, stay bookish, babes.